Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you how I found out that I have aphantasia. So, we all know though you can find out anything on YouTube. So I decided that I was going to try to meditate. So I found all of this information about meditating and clearing your mind, but part of that is visualization. Um, a lot of stuff about like the law of attraction came up. And in order to use the law of attraction, you need to visualize what you want. Okay, so, I'm closing my eyes and, okay, I'm going to visualize. And I don't see anything. It just makes me tired and want to go to sleep because there's nothing there, right? So, after I tried that for, I don't know, a couple days, a week or two maybe, I'm not exactly sure how long, I thought, okay, I am apparently not doing something right because everybody else is already to the point where they can visualize and I can't. So what's the secret to visualization? So I looked on YouTube on how to visualize and there was nothing. I'm like, how can there not be anything on how to visualize? I think YouTube has a video on how to do everything. So I Googled how to visualize. Nothing. How can there not be anything on how to visualize? There's all this self-help junk out there on meditation and laws of attraction and, thinking positive and all this stuff, but nobody tells you how to visualize. That's the most basic part of all this stuff, right? So, I was thinking, first I didn't understand. I thought, okay, well, I'll look up lack of ability to visualize. And then maybe it'll tell me how I'm supposed to learn how to visualize, right? And that is when I came across aphantasia. That there is no information on how to visualize because everybody else can do it. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. They believe about 98% of the population is capable of visualizing and 2% is not. Now, I'm sure those numbers will change because most people don't know that they have it. In our society, we're kind of, if you're not a visualizer, in general, if you listen to people, if you see stuff that's not there, it's called hallucination and you're crazy. So, that's not something that I would think other people run around seeing whatever they want to see at any given time. Or sometimes what they don't want to see at any given time. So, that's how I found out I have aphantasia. And I have questioned everybody, my parents, my sister, my boyfriend, my friends, everybody that I talk to on a regular basis about this. And I have one friend who, she got a concussion and some other head injuries in a car accident. And now she can visualize, but she really has to think about it. And she has trouble remembering like how her kids looked when they were young and stuff. I mean, she looks in pictures and knows that it was them, but she can't pull up that visual image that other people can. I was traumatized to realize that, when someone used to say a man looked at a woman and he undressed her with his eyes, I just thought that was a saying that meant he was looking lustily at her. I didn't think he could literally undress her and watch her walk around naked, but apparently he can. There's all sorts of things that I think about completely different now, and I listen to the exact words people say because there's stuff that people say that I would never say. If you hear people say, oh, I couldn't go to sleep last night because the voices wouldn't shut up, they mean that there was a voice in their head and it wouldn't shut up. Some people have it, some people don't. Now, I am kind of interested on the medical front of this. They're doing studies, of course. I was asked if I could get this ability back or gain this ability, would I want it? No, I wouldn't. I don't know if I could control it, and I don't know at this point if I could differentiate between reality and imagination. But with that being said, I think possibly a more important implication of this is people that are stuck in some tragedy in their life, people that have PTSD or, some traumatic experience that relive a bad event over and over again and get stuck in it. If you could do to their brain whatever is done in an Aphant's brain, then they wouldn't be stuck in that anymore. They couldn't not relive that experience again. They could not relive that tragedy again. People that hear voices that tell them to do things, they couldn't hear the voices. It doesn't work like that. There's nothing. I mean, it might be a whole different way of living in a way. I'm sure I remember things differently than people that visualize, but I think for someone who acquires it during their life, they may not remember the past as easily because they remembered it visually. But I think from the point you acquire it on, you remember in a different way. You just remember words and facts or whatever. You don't actually remember pictures. But I've never had pictures, so I don't exactly know how that works for you guys. But anyway, that's why I found out I have aphantasia. I couldn't find anyone to tell me how to visualize, and we all know YouTube and Google will tell you pretty much how to do anything if you ask them. So make sure, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll see you in the next video. You guys have a great day.